Hello and welcome to Interactive Distractions, episode number 574. My name is Chris Riccio, and I'm here with Geoff Torney.
What up, everyone?
And just us today. We're going to do some distractions, have a little bit of news, and then I had like a little mini question that I threw out there to the community. A little late on that, but we got a few responses, so we'll go over that before we round off and end the show. But beforehand, Geoff, how's it going, man? How are things going?
Things are going well. It was Tanya's birthday over the weekend.
Birthday
yesterday. I will tell her you said that.
Mm-hmm.
So we kind of just chilled the Saturday, and then Sunday we met up with her family and stuff. Went up for like brunch at a restaurant, place we like to go for like breakfast stuff. So
Okay.
yeah, that was kind of cool. And then she's all prepping up for next week because it's the BTS concert. And she's like a big BTS fan. Yeah.
That's right.
So almost all of her gifts were like BTS, like related. It was pretty funny. Like we're like, if you were to like come in here and put all the gifts on a table and be like, what is whose birthday is it? Like almost like everyone would be like, an Asian teenager is basically what. No.
Korean teenager. Nope. This is T.
Yeah, exactly. Nope. This is Tanya, who's like, 40 plus. So, yeah.
Nothing wrong with that.
Nothing at all. I'm not judging for it. I think it's awesome. How much she likes them. Because I mean, look at we do a podcast about video games every week. I cannot criticize her for liking.
That's right.
Yes.
We're all a bunch of nerds in our own way.
Yeah. I buy Transformers toys still. So
I can't blame you. I still have Legos. So
yeah, exactly. Yeah. So that'll be next week. She'll be doing that. So that'll be fun. She's really looking forward to it. And then, that's basically it. Work stuff's boring. Don't want to bore you guys. Nothing else is really happening. No, that's pretty much it.
Okay.
What about you, Chris?
Not a lot to report here either. So second week of school, kids are doing okay. That's that. And we're revving up for my daughter's 14th birthday.
Wow.
Coming up. So yeah, 2 high schoolers now. So it's rough, but it is what it is. They're pretty good. I guess I like them a lot.
Yeah. You'll keep them around for a little.
I'll keep them around for a little longer. They're all right.
At least for another 4 more years.
Yeah, until I have to kick them out. But yeah, there's really not much else going on. I'm trying to think if we did anything of substance this weekend, which I don't think we did. Like this weekend was super chill, just kind of didn't do anything. Oh, I mean, I guess I could say this. Like, I've been telling you about the different animes that we've been watching, like during dinner, and we moved over to Apothecary Diaries, and this is it's certainly not like an action type anime or anything like that, but it follows like a girl that was she's an apothecary. Her father taught her how, like, everything about the medicines and how to and poisons and things like that. She had a job at essentially a brothel, and then was kidnapped and brought to the emperor or the emperor's palace. It takes place in like feudal China, and ended up working for as a lady in waiting for one of the concubines. That was to one of the emperor's concubines. And it goes into like how like different life is for the different statuses within Chinese culture and things like that. So there's a lot of neat stuff there, but in it's all very mystery driven. So there's always like a little mystery that Mao Mao has to help solve. But it's okay. It's pretty good. And there's my cat who decides to visit every time I podcast now. Is this going to be a thing? But yeah, that's pretty much it. So
cool. I do have I have a little bit of a conundrum here. So okay. I want to start Dungeon Crawler Carl.
Okay.
But I am fucking torn, dude, between the audiobook and actually reading it.
Do the audiobook.
I have this thing though, Chris, like I want to read it though. That's the thing. It's like I have this weird thing about like, and also like I want to be, if it's my physical media fucking issue I have.
I 100% agree with that. I 100% agree with that. As a matter of fact, like honestly, one of the first things I'm going to do once I get a job is get all the books. Because I know that like there are definitely things that I'm missing because I'm doing the audiobooks. for sure. Like there's maps and stuff. There's like one of the things they do is like they do achievements and things like that within Dungeon Crawler Carl. So whenever he does something, he'll get an achievement. And what else? There's like they do like entire item descriptions and like the essentially the top 10 crawler list and like all these things that I know I'm missing out on because I don't have the actual books. But the guy that does the
Yeah,
voiceover
that's
is
the yeah.
so good. He's so good that they cast him to play Princess Donut in the actual
In the
live action
actual live act,
series.
yeah, what they're gonna
So
do, yeah.
the guy who just reads the books is going to be voicing Princess Donut in the books. When I was listening to the first book, straight up thought it was like three different people doing the voices.
Yeah, I know, I get
So
that. I understand that, but it's also I'm afraid, like, if I listen to it, I'm gonna fall asleep a lot because if I
mm,
just or not pay attention because I usually put on, like, podcast stuff when I'm working or driving,
yeah,
but then I'll
yeah,
go through parts when I'm not paying attention, and I'm like,
yeah.
What was the last 10 minutes?" And then I have a feeling I'm gonna rewinding it again, and if I listen to it to listen to it, I might fall asleep. Not because it's boring, just that's
No, I
usually what
get it.
happens when I listen to podcasts and I'm
I get it.
just trying to listen to a podcast. I'm like, I'm
Yeah,
probably gonna fall asleep.
I honestly just listen to them when I'm driving. That's the only time I
Mhm.
listen to them. And you know, especially if there's something that requires your attention while you're driving, like it requires you to be a little bit more attentive to what you're doing. I'll lose track and I'll have to back up a little bit to keep up. But the funny thing is like if I actually am reading the book, I am more likely for my mind to drift and to
Yeah,
not,
that's true.
yeah.
Yeah,
So
I could
for
see that.
me, that's for me.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
like
yeah.
audiobooks are like they're better for me in general because I find it much easier to listen to someone speaking than I do to
Mhm.
reading off a page. And a lot of that has to do with um I'm pretty sure I'm ADHD and I don't read very well. It like takes me a long time to get through a book.
Yeah, I can read. I just it's retaining it that I have the issue with.
Yes.
Yeah, it's like
But
I'll just forget.
so the other option is do you have Audible? Like do you have Audible to just
I
grab?
personally don't, but I
Okay.
know it's on there. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Because my wife has Audible and I just use her. But what I was going to say is, if you already have Audible, just use the credits to get the audiobooks that way, and you could always like sit down with the book and turn on the audio and just follow along with the book.
Oh, but then I have to read really fast.
No, you don't. No,
Oh,
you
really?
don't. Yeah, you don't.
Okay,
Yeah,
gotcha.
he keeps a really good steady pace. I actually listen to them at like 1.25 speed. So and I don't have any problems keeping up or anything like that.
Gotcha.
But yeah, it's I mean that is a conundrum.
Yeah.
I am very much
Like, I
adamant
almost
about
bought the first book. Then Tiny's like, "Well, I can get them at the library." They have them at the library. There's just a fucking huge waiting list. It's like they
just
have,
buy
like
it.
I
Just
think
buy it.
they'll probably get more, but I don't know, we'll see. I'm gonna decide or I might just alternate. Read one book, get the audiobook for the next one, read one book, I don't know, who knows? Or
Well,
just do
honestly,
both.
what I would do is like, doesn't Audible have a free trial or something like that?
They do, and I think you
Yeah.
get 1 credit. I guess 1 credit means 1 book, I guess,
Yeah,
or
one credit is essentially one book. So I would say do the trial and just grab the first book and try and listen to it that way. And see how it works out. The
yeah.
other option is I think they're doing the whole book in comics now too.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so like the first comic I think was for Free Comic Book Day down here.
Oh, that's right, you were
And
mentioning that,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, and the first comic was essentially just the first chapter of the first book.
Mm,
But yeah, it's like I'm on book 5 now. I just started book 5, and I know that like Travis has finished them, and he's like,
yeah,
"Oh,
you
time
burned
for
through
new
'em.
game plus," and he started doing it again. And I'm like, "That's amazing." But yeah, I don't know what it is about these books, but I am like I'm in deep now. I'm in deep, but it's really
Alright, well,
good.
I'll give you an update next week. We'll see what
Awesome,
happens.
good deal. All right, well, let's talk some games, man. What do you got this
Sure.
week?
Fuck, man, not much. Well, nothing new, I should say. Well, well, I finished up Black Flag,
Okay.
so I don't think I was finished that last week.
No, I don't think
Um,
so. I think you were
I
still in the middle of it.
think it's
Nathan finished it last week, I think, right? We were talking about.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
Um, I think it still is my favorite Assassin's
Mhm.
Creed. Um, there are some things though, it being older in like the bones of it stick like there's not as many options to take out enemies and combat as there. I think I mentioned this last week with Nathan. That's my issue because I really liked what kept me going with Shadows. Definitely wasn't the story or like the quest designs and stuff like that. It was I like the combat and I love the stealth in Shadows. You can do so much cool shit. This doesn't really have that, but it has everything else that Shadows didn't have.
Okay.
And I think that puts it above um, Shadows for me at least because what it does have there with combat and stealth, it is still good. It's probably better than something like Mirage, uh, but it excels more at the characters and the story, stuff like that. There's a lot of gaps in the story, though. I'm sure that's like the original. There's a lot of times where I've been like, "What happened to this character?" or what's happening now? What all of a sudden this character is doing what? Like,
Yeah.
did I miss something? Could go back to my retention issue even while watching stuff apparently. But yeah, but I really liked it overall, quite a bit. So still highly recommend it.
Awesome.
Um, Still kicking it with Persona 3 Reload.
Okay.
This
How's that going?
morning I thought I was at the end, and I'm starting to, as this is my second Atlas RPG that I've put a lot of time into. I'm beginning to think there's a trend with Atlas RPGs where they really trick you into thinking you're at the end of the game, and they're like, "No,
Nah,
no, you're not at the end
you
of it."
got like 10 hours left. It's all good.
Yeah, I'm hoping it's not that much, just because like I am ready for it to be done because I have to be close to the end because I've maxed out my not my social links with all the other characters. That seems really hard to do. But all my other stats, you can do like
Mm.
courage, charm, and
Yeah, yeah.
academics. They've all been maxed out for a bit. So it's getting to the point now where if there's not a social link for me to do at the times of day where you can do something, I'm not really doing anything. So it's just kind of me just clicking through like menus basically. So I'm hoping I am close to the end there.
Okay.
Um, and then yeah, I went to my local game place, VGP over the
Yeah.
weekend,
I
and
saw you like put a Twitter post up. Is that what this is about?
yeah,
No. All
so
right. Yeah. Talk about this.
yeah, so I was like, I went in there and I went in there just to put down. I was going to pay off some stuff that I have like pre-ordered because I want to try to get stuff paid off so I can just go in there and not have to worry about it because there's so much shit coming out. I had to put some stuff to take some stuff actually off pre-order that I'm moving to like Christmas list type deal or like my birthday like in January because I can't even if I were to buy like so many games I want from now until like early next year that I will not get to them. So I'm like, why? Like I can just pass off some of these. Like, hey T, you want to get me one of these for Christmas? Um,
Nice.
and then I'm just sitting there like,
This would make a great Christmas present.
yeah,
You can
exactly.
get it for me early too. It'd be great.
Yeah, no, I don't. I'm not one of. I actually don't like early Christmas gifts. Like I'm always like, if you get it, don't give it to me till Christmas. Don't
Nice.
want it.
Okay.
It's when I buy it for myself and I tell myself I'm going to open it on Christmas.
And
That
then
I
you
usually
don't. Yeah.
crack
Then
and
you
don't
don't.
do it. Yeah. So anyway, I'm just sitting there waiting for the guy to like look up stuff on the computer or whatever, and I look over and I see Oblivion on Switch 2 there. And I'm like, this shit has been sold out everywhere and like for a long time. So I'm like, do you guys actually have this in? He's like, well, that's the last copy. I'm like, yoink, I will take this. If anything, just to have it because it's full game on disc. It's not a key card. So I'm
Mhm.
like, okay, it's cool to have that. And I mean, if anything, maybe it's an investment if I try to sell it down the line, even though I probably won't. I tell myself that to justify purchases, but I
That's right.
never sell them.
This could be worth
Um,
some money someday.
yeah.
Not that it's going to leave my shelf,
Yeah,
but it's okay.
exactly. So I did grab that, and then I did try that, and it it looks good on Switch 2, considering it's an Unreal Engine 5 game. It does have some issues with frame rate and frame pacing,
Okay.
which can make it a pain in the ass if you're trying to use a bow. And it's Oblivion, so as one does, you use a bow a lot because it's
Yep.
OP as fuck um, when you're hidden. And another thing that kind of was driving me nuts, this is when it's docked, by the way, so I'm playing on my TV, is the enemies that are a certain distance away from you. And a lot of games do this, but I feel like the distance is a lot shorter. The enemies run in 15 frames per second, not 30. and it is
that are
fucking
far away. Yeah,
yeah.
that would
Well,
be.
I wouldn't even say far away. That's the thing.
Oh,
It's like
really?
not right in front of you. Like when you're in a contained area, like a dungeon, they're pretty much fine. But when you're in like the open area, which you're spending a lot of time out in,
Sure, sure.
it's not that far from you that they are moving at 15 frames,
Oh
and
man,
it is
that's
jarring as
jarring. Yeah.
hell. Yeah, and when you're trying to hit them with a bow, it could be annoying. So it definitely kind of runs like you would expect it to run on the Switch 2, if a little bit better, considering it doesn't run well on like the big boy consoles right
how
now
does
either.
how does it not run
So
well? Like I don't get that.
it's running two engines at the same time that are both like very CPU heavy. Well, creation Gamebryo, I think it's on Gamebryo, so I think it's their engine before they went to creation. So that's like extremely CPU heavy, and Switch 2 doesn't have a great CPU, and current
Yeah, but I'm talking
consoles,
about
it's
like
like the
yeah,
weakest.
current the like
Yeah, they're not
PS5
the best
and
either, and it's also running Unreal Engine 5 on top of that. So it's kind of like a resource hog, I guess.
Mm.
But
That sounds awful.
they have not updated the current gen consoles in a long time, basically since like a month after launch, and people have been bitching, and like rightfully so, because it still has issues. There's a huge memory leak issue on like the PS5 and Xbox Series, where the more you play it, the more it runs like shit. It's the same issue that the PS5 or PS3 had with like Skyrim and Oblivion back in the day. Um, so, but they came out and said because they optimize it so much for the Switch 2, it taught them ways that they can further optimize it on PS5 and
Okay.
Xbox. So they are gonna start rolling out some more fixes for it and
They're
updates,
gonna
which
roll
is
out
good.
15 frames per second on the
Oh
enemies for
God, I hope
PS5.
not. I really hope that's not one of them. Oh my God.
That's where they're gonna get all
Um,
they're gonna free up some of that memory.
yeah, yeah. I didn't notice it as much when I played in handheld mode. I think it's mostly just because of the size of everything, so it's not hitting
I
something
mean, it
that
might
distance in
not be that
handheld.
way in mode because it does reduce the resolution
It
as well,
does
right? So,
reduce it quite a bit,
yeah.
so maybe it's not as bad. So I actually found it. I haven't didn't play too much of it. I played the main area, the first beginning when you get out of the sewers, the whole like oh moment when you walk out, and I'm in like the first dungeon of that when you literally swim across the lake, and you're in that. There's that one dungeon there you can do. So I've just been doing that, but it is pretty good for what it is.
No.
And it does look really good. Like it has like I'm pretty sure it has ray tracing in it. It's got really good like shadows and like lighting and stuff like that. So like it does look really pretty. It just doesn't run the best. I mean, it runs mostly 30, which is fine. But it's got frame pacing issues too, which is those are the ones, and it does the hitching that Oblivion does every once in a while. Where you'll be walking around, all of a sudden it'll just stop for like half a second and then kind of keep going. Like that's always been an issue with Oblivion.
Hmm.
So, but
Okay.
anyway, I think it was last one of the weeks I was like, yeah, I guess I'm not going to get that physically. I don't really care, but it was there, so I'm like, I got to get it. What the hell?
Cat.
um,
Seriously.
yep. And then what else? I think that's about it, really. Excited for Mortal Shell
Mortal Shell
2 this
2,
week.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't know when I'm going to get it because I don't know when the official release date is. Like the release date on the retail site says August 20th, but I saw people saying it was like out today, and I got I guess the deluxe physical edition one, like the steel book. So I think I should be getting it tomorrow. I hope. I don't know. We'll see. I have no idea. But yeah, so I'm kind of hoping I finish Persona by
Was it
then.
today that it was supposed to come out?
I don't know. I saw people saying they were going to go home and buy it like tonight or whatever. I don't know if they mean like just like pre-order it, or if the people are actually going to be able to download it and play it tonight, or if it's tomorrow, like a midnight thing. I have no idea. And when I check my things, I had to get that one online. It does say like getting ready to ship, so maybe that means tomorrow it's going to ship out. Who knows? We'll see. That's basically been it for me, with a bunch of other little stuff there, like Cyberpunk and yeah, things like that.
Okay.
But
Nice.
nothing crazy.
Nothing super crazy for me either. So, finished up Titanfall 2.
Nice.
That was really fun. Like
Yeah.
the way it ends is really neat. I like that. I mean, are we outside of the
Oh yeah,
the
yeah.
realm of
Statute of limitations
yeah,
or
statute of
statute
limitations
of
on that.
limitations.
I like that you don't you don't actually get one of the bad guys, like, and I'll give air quotes to the bad guys. Like, I think that was a pretty interesting ending to it, where he just kind of just ends up saying "see ya" and he leaves. But like that last stage where you are, like, that last couple stages where you're in BT for most of the time, and like, a lot of that is just really cool. And then when you open up the chain gun,
Mhm.
just so satisfying, just mowing down guys with the chain gun. So that was really, really fun. But yeah, super cool game. Short campaign. I think it only took me 6 or 7 hours.
Yeah, it's not long.
But it was definitely worth it. And it was a lot of fun to play through it. So glad I finally experienced that. Um, I got Earthion.
Mm,
And if you're, I'm not sure, you know what Earthion is, right?
I have it.
It's
Yeah, I
You do
got it.
have it. Okay, cool, cool,
I have the physical on Switch. I
nice.
got
Did
from
you play it yet?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I dig it. It's I only played through it once. It's definitely a game that you can get through in one sitting pretty easily.
What? Pretty
Yeah.
easily, my ass. I didn't get through the
Oh,
whole game. I think I got to like level 3 or 4 and I'm like I kept dying and I'm like, "All right,
well, I
fuck
mean,
this
the
for
first
now."
time I play a shmup, I put it on easy and play through it that way.
I think I was on easy. I'm not a big shmup guy though. I have to
Okay.
go back to it.
Yeah,
I also give up
there's
on them really fast. So,
I think there's like 8 stages to it, I
oh, I
think.
definitely didn't get to 8.
And but it was fun. I don't know if there was like much story to it. Like, it
Who
gives you a
cares?
little bit. Yeah, but it's like, who
Yeah.
cares? But very, like, aesthetically very cool game. I love this, like, the 16-bit look of it all. That has a lot of modern flair to it as
I mean, it
well.
was programmed on a Genesis basically.
Was it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Because the way they do the ship, like the
It
effect
at
they
the
do on the
beginning,
ship,
it's so
yeah,
fucking cool.
it's
Yeah.
really good. Like, I wouldn't expect that from, like, a
No,
Genesis
I mean
game.
it's a much bigger like in terms of like megs because
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
what's the biggest Genesis meg? Like 20 gigs, probably 20 gigs,
24, I think.
24. Yeah, 24
24
megs.
megs. Phantasy
Yeah,
Star 4 is the biggest. Well, no. Either Phantasy Star 4
Super
or
Street Fighter is pretty big too. I think that might be
largest
24.
Genesis game. Let's see. That did not work. I'll look for
Yeah,
it
but I
again
think
in a minute.
they either released or they're releasing a
A Genesis
Genesis
cartridge?
cartridge.
That's
Yeah.
cool. That's cool. But yeah, I really enjoyed it. I like that as you are, were you able to do a lot of upgrades to your ship?
I think so. I don't really how do you mean?
So one of the, and that's, I'm glad you played it. So
Yeah.
as you're going through the stages, like, you get power ups
Get the
for,
power-ups, yeah.
and but your power ups are limited because you only start out with level 2 shields and main weapon, and then you can only get 2 sub weapons, and you
Yeah.
can change your sub weapons.
Yeah.
Um, when you get towards the end of the stage, it'll always drop trying to remember what they call it, like
Okay, it's probably
a modification pod. And
okay, I had no idea what the fuck those are, but
yeah,
okay.
so you have to
Yeah.
pick one of those up, and if you pick one of those up and finish the stage with it, then you get an upgrade
Oh my god.
during in between stages, and the
Yeah.
upgrades can range from, +1 to your shields and main weapon, +1 slot for sub weapons, actually advancing the max level of your sub weapons. So there's an extra lives, like, you can get extra lives.
How did
But
you know that?
I didn't. I didn't. I
Oh,
picked up one of the pods, and then when I got into the next area, when I got between stages, it gave me an opportunity to upgrade. So
okay. Because
I just happened to the first stage, I got one of those pods and got to do an upgrade.
okay, because when
Yeah.
I got one, it was relatively close to a boss fight, and because it takes away one of your weapons.
Yeah. If you well, it'll take away the weapon you have equipped.
Yeah, when you pick it
And
up.
then if you take more damage, it'll take away your second sub weapon. But
Yeah.
yeah, if you can get through it, and if you can survive with it still in
I killed
your,
myself on purpose because I was like, I threw myself into a bullet because I'm like, I'm gonna fight a boss. I want the other gun that I had, so I literally did it so I wanted to play the level
Mm.
over again, basically.
Okay, so here's kind of the strategy I used, like, playing the game. There's a bunch of different sub weapons. There's probably, well, I won't say a bunch. There's like 6, I think, or something
Mhm.
like that. But they range from like the ones that definitely just go straight ahead and give you additional firepower, and ones that spread out to cover
down or up
area,
or
right?
whatever. Yeah,
So I always get the laser because the laser's fucking
thick
powerhouse.
one, like the
Yeah,
really thick.
it
Yeah,
like that does like the swiggle,
yeah,
and then I'll do like there's the V shot. I try to get those. There's the V shot, and then there's one that drops missiles, like it does like missile pods going up
yes,
and down.
yeah, yeah,
So I usually try and have one of those because then when I get close to the boss, if I only have 2 sub weapons, I'll equip the pod in the space of the like whatever the spread weapon was because I
yeah.
don't need
Not the
that anymore.
laser.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
not the
exactly.
laser. And then
Yeah.
the laser I use to kill the boss. But that worked for me pretty well. And I ended up at the end of the game, I had my shields and my main weapon were at level 4, and I had 3 sub weapon slots, and they were at level 5.
Oh, okay.
So it was one of those things that every time I saw a pod, it was the first stage. I got the pod finished, got the upgrade, and then went to the second stage. Didn't think anything about it,
Hmm.
and then I went and saw it. I at the end of the second stage, I got the pod again, and that's when I was like, "Oh, is this pod giving me the upgrade? I think it is." And then it was like, I'm just gonna get the pod every time. And I think there was one stage where I didn't get the pod, didn't get an upgrade, and I'm like, okay, that confirms it.
Hmm.
But yeah, it's super fun.
Yeah,
It's a
like it.
pretty quick burn if you get through it. I think it only
Or
took
if you're
me
not an
about
idiot like me,
45.
or you're at least a little bit skilled.
I think it only took me about 45 minutes to get through, but like the way I play these games is I start on easy
Mm.
and get through it on easy and then switch to normal, and I'll ramp it up that way. So I do plan to go back and play it some more. It was a lot of fun. And it looks like there might be some additional stuff in there to find. So yeah, good stuff. Let's see what else. I went
And
back
it's oh
to
wait, it's actually made by Ancient too. I'm sure you knew that, right?
yes, yeah,
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
that I didn't know.
They were like a really good Genesis developer.
Um, but I went back and started playing. Well, I'll come back to that one. I played a couple of more stages of Warframe. Um, I love and hate some of this game. Like I love how nimble your warframes are, because they have like you can do a like if you're running you can do a slide jump and it like covers ground super fast, right? But when you're using your sword, and this might just be me, like the biggest comparison I have to Warframe is Destiny, right? And Destiny, when you're using a sword, it auto tracks what you're fighting. So if
Mhm.
you take out a dude, the next time you swing the sword, it's going to home in on the
And the
closest enemy
next
to
dude.
you.
Yeah.
Warframe does not do that. You swing the sword and it's going to go wherever the fuck you said it should go. And that's probably the way it should be. So I'm just not used to that.
Mhm.
So certainly trying to get accustomed to that part of it. Um, they've just introduced like crafting and some of the other stuff. And I'm still working my way through the first planet, which I believe is Earth. But yeah, there's a lot to like about this game. So I'm gonna keep plugging away and see if it grabs me at one point. I did also download First Descendant, but I haven't started it yet.
Mhm.
So that'll be something else I touch base on. And then lastly, I started playing Like a Dragon again. Picked up
Mhm.
where I left off. And
I thought you finished that for some reason.
no, I didn't. Something else came along and took my attention, and then I just went back to it. And I was going through. There was like there's a story related to I think the woman whose apartment you didn't play the first one, right? You played the second one.
No, I played the
Okay.
second one.
So in the first one, there's like you end up renting an apartment from this woman, and she's also they also use it as like prostitution house, um, and you find out that there's and I can't remember if it's one of the women that works there or if it's something else, another one who's related, but you find out that her dad was put into like this home, like an elderly home, and um is worried about what's happening because they're not giving her any information. So you're basically tracking down the information that's happening to this woman's dad, and bring it all the way up to the chairman of one of the factions of the Yakuza. And he ends up, like, I don't want to say befriending, but like he ends up being uh, admiring this Yakuza chairman, that because he actually is trying to do
Mhm.
something good. So that's where I'm at right now. I just opened up there's like a learning center where you can better your personality. So, and you could like take classes and tests to improve your
That's in the second
personality.
one too,
Yeah, I
yeah.
figured as much. I figured that
Yeah.
mechanic would stay. um but yeah, so that was entertaining too, because like there's a receptionist, and then there's this dude, and you're like introduced to this by some guy speaking English. Right, I'm listening, I'm playing the English version, so this guy
Yeah.
walks up, starts saying things in English, and they have brackets around it, so you know that it's like him speaking in
It's him
English.
speaking Japanese,
Yeah.
yeah. Or English, sorry, yeah.
Yeah, and then this, like, he tries to Ichi tries to say something in English back, and he's like, and the guy's like, "What?" And then all of a sudden, this other dude comes up and he goes, "Oh, I got a certificate from this place," and starts speaking English to the guy, and then brings you to the school because he wants to hit on the receptionist.
Yeah, I wanna say that's how they
Is
just
that how it
kind
goes?
or
That's
similar. It's that
similar.
see, what you just said sounds really familiar, and I
Mm,
didn't play the first one
yeah,
because I think it's something yeah, I
it's
can't remember
entertaining.
exactly what it is, but something to do with the receptionist being hot, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. But that game is fun, man. That game is fun.
I need to
And
play it.
it's
I have the
very
first
entertaining.
one. I did grab it a while ago. So, when there's time,
Yeah, when there's time.
not this year.
Um, and then did my social destiny stuff too. So, but that's it for me.
Cool.
Cool. What do we got for news today?
Not a lot of news, just more like some tidbits here. Ghost of Yote, we really like that game.
We did like
You and
that
I
game.
especially. They're coming out with a complete edition on October 1st. It's going to be the base game plus the extras that they threw in, like the that mode we played that
Legends.
one time,
Yeah, the
Legends.
legends. Yeah,
They're doing a story expansion as well as a roguelite mode. So
that's interesting.
that might be interesting. Yeah, I
Okay.
mean it worked for God of War. That was really good. Valhalla. So that's coming out October 1st on the PlayStation 5. So if you missed out on it the first time, you might want to check it out. I think it's still a full priced game though. I don't think it's
I would imagine it is
yeah,
Sony after all.
yeah, I think it's still like I talk for a bit. I want to see if the how much the expansion is separately. Because
Uh,
that I did not look up.
yeah, I'm not sure how much. That's probably going to be like $20. I would bet 20 to
Yeah, because I
30.
think I saw the complete edition's like 80 or something like that. That wouldn't make sense because um
Yote complete edition price.
I do have this in our document thing, but I didn't open up the document. I don't want to be dicking
It's
through it.
going to be 70.
70, okay.
Yeah.
That's not too
Uh,
bad then.
Existing base game owners can pay $15 for an upgrade pack.
Oh, okay. So that's
So
not
that's
too
not
bad.
bad. So that means that the DLC, well, no, yeah, that essentially
DLC
means
is
the
15
DLC is
bucks.
$15. Yeah.
Yeah, because that's all you'd be getting if because
Yeah.
the Legends was free anyway.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So
And Legends, like, I still want to play some Legends. So if there's people out there that want to
yeah,
play
me
Legends,
too.
like, come tell us. Like, well, I would love to play some Legends.
I'll definitely get the
Um,
expansion for sure.
yeah, I will
Gives me
too.
another reason to jump into that.
That game was too good. Um,
It was. The other part of the news here is Aspire. They are the sometimes questionable, sometimes decent porting house. They've done some. They did KOTOR on like the Switch port, or I guess the current. Yeah, I think it's only on Switch. I don't think they released those on the other consoles. They were supposed to do the remake of KOTOR, but they were kicked off of it. But they did like the Battlefield or Battlefront pack. That was Battlefront, I think 1 and 2. That was a shit show.
mm.
They have done some good ones though. I just can't remember them because you always remember the bad shit. Anyway, they kind of surprise launched Lord of the Rings, War of the North remaster on all the new consoles. Um, if you don't remember that, that was one of the 360 PS3 gen games. That was on like the Champions of Norath and
Yeah.
Dark Alliance engine that's made by was it Spyglass? I can't remember who the devs were who originally did it.
That sounds right.
Yeah, I can't remember if you want to look it up real quick.
Yeah.
But they dropped that. I did end up grabbing that on Switch too because I never played it. It looked cool. I looked at some of the Snowblind. That's it. And it looked cool, and I was in the mood for an action game. I'm like, let me give it a shot on Switch 2. But the Switch 2 version, at least mine, and is pretty widespread, there's a bug with the sound. You can't hear shit.
Oh man.
Cutscenes sound fine. The second it goes into like regular gameplay, it is so low volume. Like I had to like crank my TV.
Oh no.
To the point where it's like, I'm like, no, I'm not doing this because the second like if I forget to turn it back down or whatever,
and you will,
I'm like,
because you always do, right?
Yep.
That same thing happens to me, man. It's like, why is this so low? You turn it all the way up, and all of a sudden you drop like a YouTube video on, and it's blasting at you. Yeah.
And it'll probably happen at like I'll turn it off at night, and then at 6 a.m. I'll get up to throw on YouTube, and it'll scare the living shit out of me, and wake up Tanya and whatever, and bad scene. So I'm hoping they fix that. So I have not been able to put that much time into it at all. I tried putting in headphones or earbuds, helps a little bit, but it's still way too low for my liking. I was like, I'm gonna wait a bit. Seems pretty cool though. But they also came out and said that they're actually going to be releasing more. So I'm hoping they actually release the original Lord of the Rings. Remember those games made when EA published them? There was like the Two Towers and Return of the King.
I have one of them. I think it's Two Towers I have.
Is it? Yeah, those are really fun action games. I'm hoping those are two of them that they re-release.
That'd be cool.
Yep. Again, not much news, but if you're looking to grab that, I think it was like $20 or something like that.
Nice.
Something around there.
The largest Genesis game was Super Street Fighter 2. You were right. It was 40 megabits.
That was 40. Wow.
Yeah, okay. That was 40. Before that, it was Virtua Racing, which was one of the ones I was focused on.
Oh,
you remember Virtua Racing?
No, I played that. I grabbed that on Switch.
Oh,
it was on sale on the Sega Ages Virtual Racing on Switch. I don't know why that wasn't released on like everything. I think it's just on the Switch. And I was like, fuck, it's finally, because I watched a YouTube video of the Sega guys, and they were saying like, what is the best version of Virtual Racing today? And they said it was that one. So I was like, oh shit, grab that. And man, that game's still
not the Genesis
fun.
one. I can tell you that.
No, it wasn't the worst one though, but it was not. Yeah, it was. I think the Saturn one is actually the worst one. Apparently,
I don't know if you remember this, but I'm pretty sure the Genesis version of Virtua Racing was $100 when it was.
It was because it had it was their version of the FX chip or whatever, the VP chip, whatever it's called. Yeah, I rented that a couple times.
What's crazy about that is if you think about the fact that the size on the cart was 32 megabits, that's 4 megabytes. So that entire game is 4 megabytes on the cartridge. Wow. And today we have games that are hundreds of gigs, and it's like, what is going on? But yeah, it's now nuts. That's different. Like, because I don't know if you remember Pier Solar or Pier
Solar. It was an RPG, right?
Yeah, it was an RPG. It was indie, and it came out on Genesis first, and it was 64 megabits. So, out of the box.
Do you have that? I'm assuming you have that.
I do. Yeah, I have it on. I actually have the Genesis game, and I have it on other platforms too.
Yeah,
I know it on PS4, PS5,
or it was PS4 and that era when that came out, right?
I think it was before that, but they've extended it across. I think it actually came out in like the 360 PS3 era, but then they brought it out in the PS4 era as well.
I think I almost got that, or I might have it actually.
No dying.
I'll have to look and see.
Cool. Let's do our little question of the week. So sure. I just threw this out there, and it was Zillion actually reminded me. I'll have to go and find. I'll have to his response is in a different thread, but I basically asked on the last show, what games that are coming out this year do you feel like you will go after the platinum trophy or all the achievements or however you want to do it. So got a few responses on this one, and Sal, otherwise known as Scott,
Mhm.
from Legacy Podcast. Welcome to the Goo. And he said Final Fantasy Resonance and probably Belmont's Curse. I have high aspirations for Zero Company, but if they stay true to XCOM, they're likely to be a couple of that are too dumb for me to go after. That makes sense. And then let's see, Hepenwana, he said Wolverine. With how the trophies were such a natural part of the game progressing in the Spider-Man games, easy to get by just playing the game and having fun. I'd expect the same for Wolverine. That's a
Those
really
are the
good
ones
point.
I like.
Yeah, that's a really good point because like I'm pretty sure I have the platinum for all 3 Spider-Man games, the Insomniac Spider-Man games. So I would guess that Wolverine might be similar, and that was not one of the ones I was going to mention. So
And it's a linear game in
yeah,
comparison, so
yeah. And then Amy said, "I'm starting school again next month, so I gotta pinch some pennies, and play my backlog. But I'll probably grab Final Fantasy Resonance, Control Resonant, and the Dragon Quest Monsters, the Withered World, when they go on sale or Game Pass, and go for 100%. Anemo is coming out soon and is free to play, but not sure how much dedication I'll give to a monster collecting game. I was never into Pokemon. Me neither, Amy. And I actually
same.
have a couple of people that want me to get into Pal World, and I'm like, I don't know. It's like it's Pokemon and it's kind of survival. It's like those are like the two.
It's yeah, the
Those are
2
two of my least favorite like
yeah.
things. It's like, all right, well,
Our
I'll give
World's
it a
apparently
shot. And,
really good now, but it's, again, survival. I will
yeah,
not touch it
yeah.
anymore. Yeah, I tried.
And then let me see if I can find Zillions.
I should do the same thing, man. We should have, like, a period of, like, 4 months where we don't buy anything new and we just try to tackle our backlog. I know we've tried to do, like, the backlog, like, thing before, but just to save money with more than anything, 'cause,
Yeah.
yeah.
I can't really say much. I posted a screenshot of it. I just purchased all 5 of the games that I know I'm gonna buy this year. So,
Mm,
but I used reward zone points and like a prepaid like debit card for it all that I got from like a reward.
but
So
yeah.
I didn't actually pay any money for any of them, but so that feels good. But I got them all physical. Sony bitches, give me my physical games back. Seriously, if there's no physical games on PS after January 2028, I'm just going to stop buying shit on PlayStation. It's just the way it's going to be. And there's rumors that the next Xbox might actually have a disk drive solution. That's again still a rumor, but I'll tell you what, man, if that happens, I will get one as soon as I can. That's probably the truth of the matter.
But can you not buy Intergalactic?
Um, that's a very good question. That is a very good question. Maybe we'll get lucky and Intergalactic will come out next year on physical.
Yeah,
I don't think so.
hopefully.
I don't think so. I don't think so. Let's see. And so Zillion said, watching the latest and wanted to comment on Shino's question about whether there is some anticipated big game coming the remainder of the year that I would likely go for platinum or all achievements focus. For me, good chance is Dark Horizon 2, and that's the
Dark Arisen. The,
yeah, why,
Dragon's Dogma 2
Dragon's Dogma.
re-release.
I was
Yeah.
the actual game was slipping my mind.
Something in your mind?
Will be an easy carrot to follow, not easy to accomplish necessarily, just desire to tackle. And if not too ridiculous with time management, also Belmont's Curse. Let's see. And then is this
I think that was it.
and
Unless there
then
was more in that other thread that you
yeah, that
found
other
that one
thread.
at.
So Nathan said update to those who listen. Achievement list came out for MS2 is going to be a hell no from me, fam. Way too many collect all trophies. So
Fuck that, yeah.
see, that's the thing. You guys are having trouble with the collect all trophies. Like I don't care about that. Just don't make me play the game like 5 times on like a bunch of
I just
different
hate
difficulties.
collecting shit. I just think
Yeah,
it's
it
the
doesn't
most
bother me.
to me, it's the most boring well, I wouldn't say the most boring gameplay mechanic, but
Yeah,
it's just so, like, I don't know. Just
yeah.
never been a fan.
It all depends on whether or not I enjoy the gameplay of the game. Like, if I enjoy the gameplay, I'm
Yeah.
gonna wanna go and hunt stuff down anyway, so, um but yeah, what about you? Are there any that
There's
you
literally
feel like you'll
one,
go
and
to?
I'm only gonna say Wolverine because
Mhm.
my only platinum on PlayStation is Spider-Man 2. And it's
Spider-Man?
because I had such a great time, and at the end, I was like, "Oh, I only have a few more to do, and they seem relatively easy." So I'm assuming it'll be like that. Just pretty much like none of the other games I'm getting like
That's the
unless
dream,
I
right?
got like 80%. Like by the time I finish a game, I won't even like think of it. It's like if
Yeah.
it's like I look at that list and there's like 10 or more that I haven't got, I'm like, I'm not even gonna bother. No, thank you.
So the one game that I was wanted to get the platinum on, but ended up not was shit. What was it called? It was the Way Forward game. That was like Yar's
Yaris?
Revenge. Yeah, it was
Oh,
Yar's Rising.
Yaris Rising,
So
yeah.
I got all the trophies for everything within Yar's Rising, the actual game, and then like all the mini games you have to do for hacking that are actually Yar's based. Like there's a section where you have to essentially unlock and beat all of those, and I
Mhm.
started doing it, and you get to a point where you're playing Pong against the computer, and I was literally up like 8-2, and you only have to get to 10, and all of a sudden the computer just couldn't fucking miss, and I ended up and that was
Got
like the third
caught
time
in
that I had
Pong.
tried it, and I was like, no, I'm done. I'm not doing this anymore. So unless they patched that, I'm not. No,
No.
I'm done with that.
Gears E-Day, I was gonna say maybe, but Gears
There's
has a
probably gonna be
history of
some
having
multiplayer stuff in there.
yeah, and their multiplayer achievements are usually bullshit. So there's no fucking way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mine are probably Belmont's Curse, which I feel like is kind of evident. Unless there's something crazy ridiculous in there. Control, since I already got the platinum for the original Control. I'm guessing it'll be relatively similar. And then as was stated, Wolverine. So those three will probably be on my list at least to look at as possible platinums. So,
Gotcha.
but yeah, that's
Very
it for
cool.
this year. Good
Yeah,
stuff.
not much of an achievement trophy whore.
Yeah, I'm not unless it's a game I truly
Mhm.
love. And then I'm like, yeah, let's do it, you know. Um cool. What else? Anything else before we wrap up and get out of here?
I don't think so.
I don't
Not
think so
much
either.
happened in this past week.
A little bit of a shorter show, but hopefully that's okay with all of you guys. Thank you for listening. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please tell a few friends about us. And if you're on YouTube watching right now, like, subscribe, and comment. All of those things really help us out, and we very much appreciate them. Check us out at interactivedistractions.com. That'll take you to our link tree, which will lead you to our Discord server. So come by, hang out, talk games, and let's play some Yote Legends. Let's do it. But that's it. So until next time, my name is Chris.
I'm Geoff.
Play your games, and we'll talk to you next time.